To paint a picture, there was two separate meetings here. The association were in first, and then the affiliation were in second. Two reps from each organisation. Present at my meeting was myself, affiliation president, Peter Lawwell, Ronnie Hawthorne, and David Brannan. So I'm assuming, I know for a fact, I spoke to the CSA guys. They got the same video footage that we got, the same gist, the same stuff, the same stories. But our meeting finished with a conversation which had, that ultimate line in it, enough rope to hang themselves. That was our meeting. Whether that was mentioned to the association or no, I can't speak for them. I can only speak for what I heard.
And so we'd obviously had a guy on earlier saying that from the association point of view, he phoned them up and they denied it. So it's fair enough for their point of view, but as I say, you're standing by your story, mate, and we've got no reason to disbelieve you. And I've spoke to, I don't know you personally, but I've spoke to somebody that does know you, and they've backed your character up 100%. So at the end of the day, I've got no reason to disbelieve you, mate, and I'm actually quite disgusted.
Well, since that meeting, there's no qualms about the CSA not being privy to it, because since that meeting we've met, CSA, Green Brigade, all sat together. Celtic Trust, we've all spoken on separate occasions, and we've all hammered home. The CSA boys spoke to the Green Brigade as well about what they've seen, so there's no question there what we've seen. We all seen it. It was all there. It was just certain things said, obviously, between the two different meetings that are different. So just in case anybody gets their wires crossed, that the CSA were saying this or the affiliation were saying that, everything that I said came from our meeting, not the CSA meeting. So you guys will need to speak for themselves.
Stevie, what kind of tone was Peter Lawwell and Ronnie Hawthorne speaking in regarding this?
What kind of tone?
Aye, I mean, what was their point of view? Where are they coming from here? Are they, were they saying, you're with us, we need to get rid of them, or what was the kind of tone?
Basically, what they were doing, their tactic was to get the other organisations against the Green Brigade. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That was the tactic. We were showing footage of broken seats. We were showing a very professional video that was put together by Mr. Brannan, I must say. They had a title up at the start saying Green Brigade Section 111, and then it changed, and then it came up saying lateral movement, and then they had all different camera angles on them doing lateral movement, and then they stopped in the wee conversation. They then moved on, clicked a button, next episode came up, and it was called Motion. I think there was one match the Green Brigade done this motion thing, and I think a few seats had been broke during that, and they've zoomed in on a couple of different individuals holding up pieces of broken seats. Now, one of the guys who they zoomed in on holding up a broken seat is a guy who they then followed up with 4 or 5 different matches, all pinpointing the same guy, a boy with red hair. And when they went to him, they kind of zoomed in on him, and Ronnie and Peter had obviously had a conversation prior to this, and Ronnie says, "This is the guy here, this is the guy I'm telling you about." So it got paused, and then Peter says, "Right, well, we'll need to get this fixed." And Ronnie Hawthorne's words were, "Yes, we'll get rid of him." Now, after that, I think it was another 2 or 3 home matches after that. I think we're maybe into early January now. You remember the Green Brigade? There was 4 members of 111 arrested with ginger hair entering the stadium. So put that together, and Celtic turned around and try and tell me that they're not colluding with the police. The words that I've just mentioned from that meeting, the guy with the ginger hair, there was loads. There was individuals picked out, loads of different instances. They had names for everybody. Can't remember them off heart. There was nicknames and everything involved. But the guy with the red hair, they had also pinpointed him for some carry on at Tynecastle. He seemed to pop up anywhere they had kind of juicy footage, if you like. This guy was quite prominent in it, so they sat there and then and says he's got to go. So they made their mind up there that they were going to ban this guy, So how did they do that? So without knowing the guy's name, they lifted 4 guys with red hair. The Green Brigade boys will back this up. It was there. Remember, I think they had a kind of campaign that night as a laugh, justice for gingers or something, wasn't it?
Aye, I remember.
So basically, what they've done is that information's been passed. The police have lofted 4 guys with red hair, who are probably 4 guys with red hair and 111 to make sure they got the right guy. Whether they got him or not, I don't know, but
unreal.
Oh my god! You know what's flashing through my head right now? The Stasi. This is like.
I mean, Celtic came out and make that statement today, and at the end of the statement, it's laughable. I can't remember the exact words, but they say it's laughable that we're colluding with the police. So if they're coming out and there's guys like yourself have got information to state the contrary, why come out and make these statements and tell lies?
right.
You know, and another side of the coin is people will say, what's the motivational factor for you coming on here and telling lies, which I sort of can't see myself. You know, and I just find it incredible.
No, I mean, sorry, Jerry, just to say that I think what Stevie said was absolutely spot on, was that, you know, the stuff that he said tonight and last night on Celtic Dreams is, you know, would be slander if it was lies. I mean, he'd be in serious trouble if he was telling lies here. So I'd fail to see any motivation that Stevie would have for telling lies.
And the clubs will help the police, and they'll say, yes, that was Les Gray, was doing that singing that particular day, identified in camera, and if they're arrested when they come back on holiday, so be it.